Hi guys, Cheesy Moose here, and today we are here playing Mario Kart Deluxe in the Booster Course Pass. Wave 4 finally is here, and with this whole new list of new characters coming, it's exciting. We've still got a solid 5 more, which is pretty nice. And yeah, we're going to be playing as Birdo, the fresh character. For Birdo, let's just rock her normal cart, and then we may change it up when we get to the second Grand Prix. Glider, I don't think really matters. Let's do Umbrella for sassiness. And yeah, let's get to the main cups here. So we have the Fruit Cup and the Boomerang Cup. So we're going to play the Fruit Cup and get right on into it. Yeah, I feel I've already played the tracks, and so I'm a little mixed, but I've only played through them once each, and so I'm going to be seeing a little bit more than you guys, so I'll be able to point things out a little bit more. But so far my opinion is I think it's a little overrated as a wave. I think it's fairly good for like a first wave, because we knew that wave 4 was going to be a little kind of feel a little underwhelming, because it just, you know, it's at the beginning of a new section, and always the beginning ones are a little slow. So this is the Amsterdam Drift, or it's the Amsterdam one, but I forget what it's called. I'm pretty sure it's Amsterdam Drift. And it's kind of simple, but there's a lot of tour tracks now. And considering that you get, like, we used to just get 2 every round, and then we like already had 6, which felt like a lot. And now that we got 3 more, we already have 9, and we still have like, I think there's 3 coming, are supposed to come next wave, and still another 2, which is another 5, which is, I feel like, way too many tour tracks at this point, because right now, like, I'm not going to say Amsterdam Drift is bad. Like, trust me, the other Amsterdam Drift is by far the worst tour track in this entire wave, and that kind of makes sense why it's the first track, because it's, you know, it's just not as exciting as the other 2. And I'll admit, the other 2 are pretty impressive and do freshen it up a bit. But if we get like more tracks that are like this Amsterdam Drift track right here, like in any of the next ones, they're gonna feel like I already started feeling this way, like in like wave 3. Like they already feel like there's too many of them that are too similar. Like, because this in like London Loop, sure they look different, but the racing on it feels quite the same. To be fair, this does have a nice underwater section, but that does not make up for the whole part. The only cool part is in this one, you kind of that guy had a blue shell. That's not great. That's kind of funny that we saw that though. This one does have a lot of different sections. They all have different sections, but they all feel too. I messed that up. They all feel a little too similar now. If you know what I'm saying. Like, they're great and creative, and how they're based on actual places is really cool, but it's kind of like at a certain point, like, it kind of just gets a little boring. Alright? And I think we've definitely started to reach that point. So with the simpler tracks like Amsterdam Drift, like that, it's kind of hard to see. The other 2 tour tracks in this entire wave, though, aren't that bad. All right, Riverside Park, obviously a big remake from the game it's from, and I kind of like how they're taking these really old tracks that kind of had nothing to them, and then they're just making them really kind of cool and unique. And the only problem is they're all really short, but I guess they're kind of keeping it somewhat accurate to what it was, like in the original games. So, you know, I think it's a good, I don't know, a good choice, I guess. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people are saying that they're going to bring Vanilla Lake back as well, and I'm pretty sure they will do that. It'll get the same treatment like these ones. I really like these walking piranha plants with the items and how you can hit them. It kind of gives a little bit of meaning to first place. Like, I mean, I'm not that far in first yet. Well, I actually kind of am. But, oh, could have got that guy. But what you can do is, basically, the big idea, I think, about the walking around piranha plants that have the power-ups is that they give first, like, a little bit of risk-reward system. So, like, if you're in first and you have enough time to actually aim and hit the piranha plant with a mushroom, with a shell, he'll spit the mushroom forward and then you can get the mushroom. And so it kind of has a chance. It can benefit anyone, but I find it benefits first place the most, because in first place, you know, you don't exactly, the only thing you really do with your items is hold them. To be fair, I'm getting bananas right now, so that is not what we really need. So let's hope we get a shell here so we can try it again. Yeah, really a real short and sweet course, you know. It's definitely not long. And there is a lot of mushrooms on the side, so clearly they're getting hit by stuff and dropping things. It does look quite pretty, I'm gonna admit. It kind of actually looks like it was built for the Mario Kart 8 base game. Of course we get a shell at like the least convenient place, like right at the end. Okay, that was... yeah. And so, a nice short course. I think it kind of fits well. It's not too difficult, but it's really nice and fun to race on. And I think that's the big part about the short courses, is they have to be fun to race on. And so, this one does its job well. DK Summit, the fan favorite, and boy, let me tell you, this one is back and gives me so much nostalgia, because I grew up as a wee kid, and this course, this is it, man. This is prime. Although it does have a little bit of it has some weird camera angles. Oh, I blew myself up again. Man, I'm just so excited to play this. I like how they have the anti-freeze ad up there as well. Yeah, so the thing, I find that there's some really weird camera angles that kind of go down in this. So here's the half pipes. They work as normal, you know. They were in last wave, and so they still all work as normal. I haven't actually tried going in the slow. Yeah, okay, it slows you down. It's not the same as in Mario Kart Wii, because I remember that one kind of just seems like it's a bit off-roadish. You can do the trick to jump on here, but let's see. Here's the weird angle. When you go like this, the camera kind of tilts downwards, and I think that's really weird, and I'm not a huge fan of it. But besides that, like, it's pretty epic. Besides that, like, one zone, but most of the time you're gonna be going off the half pipe anyway, or trying to pull the crazy trick. Because I know you can. I've seen like people on YouTube. They've already done it. They've already done like the double gap jump thing there. I think we need a mushroom to do it, or at least we need a mushroom at 100cc, which is what speed we're rolling at for this video. And essentially, you kind of just well, I can't. You kind of just go off here. Oh, you can do that part shroomless. Oh, well, we didn't make the second one, but you can do both of them if you have a mushroom. But yeah, you can essentially do those. Apparently people, I don't know, apparently probably in 200cc, I think you can probably do them both shroomless, and so the shortcut's back in the game. And I really like how they're at keeping these shortcuts in the game, because they just were such, like the gorge jump and this one. I can't wait to see like what other shortcuts we find later, because we're always gonna find new shortcuts for tracks. But I love how they're purposely bringing back the old ones, because they could have easily like removed or debunked this, but no, they purposely, it's obvious that in the tracks that they're purposely leaving them open, because the fans found those shortcuts in the original games and absolutely loved them. And so, because I'm pretty sure that the double gap jump on this track was not supposed to be a shortcut? The first one probably would be, but the second one I don't think they were ever expecting them to go for 2. And also the Shy Guys on the snowboards, it's just so iconic. Really, they brought back this course in the best way. Are the graphics stunning in it? No, but they don't need to be. I think they're giving, from what I'm seeing, the Wii the kind of bad graphics, because no matter what Wii courses they pick, everyone loves it. And so what I find is they're kind of giving better graphics to courses that aren't as well loved. And that way, you know, they're not as hated on, and then putting the low effort into the ones that they know everyone's going to love anyways. And here is the brand new course of Yoshi's Island here. It's quite amazing. I have never actually played Yoshi's Island or any Yoshi game, but the amount of detail and stuff that's going on in the background here is just crazy. The race itself is, I think it's okay. It's kind of like, I think, Hyrule Circuit, where it's not like the best race, but like all the scenery and detail around it just makes it pretty cool. And that's all it really needs to be. It does have this pretty sick section where you go up to the clouds and then you go down, and then you can hit a question box to get a secret ramp. I have yet to hit it though, because I've only played this race once. I've tried to hit it every lap, but I've struggled to hit it because it's really difficult. Arrgh. Oh, hello, Mr. Blue Shell. Yeah. Alright, we gotta try and hit this next lap, because we gotta absolutely destroy this thing. Like, I wanna know what it's like to get on the secret platform, man. Besides that, I can't say if it feels true to the Yoshi games or not. They've done the same treatment with the coins that they have in Animal Crossing and the Hyrule Circuit. They just made them Yoshi coins, so I don't know if these are actual coins in the Yoshi's game or not. But whether they are or not doesn't matter. I like the treatment the same because it's for a franchise that's it's sort of separate. It's technically still part of the Mario universe, but it is its own separate series. So, are you kidding me? That thing is ridiculous to hit. Come on, we gotta get it on the last run here. And I love how they have that picture of Yoshi and Baby Mario to throw it back to the first game right there. That is it's a pretty epic and little cool throwback. I have no idea what these ducks are that are just walking. I don't know what they are, what their intentions are, or anything. So, yeah, I'm quite confused on what they are. If someone in the comments someone knows, put it in the comments. Just, I want to know what they are. Because they do not look, I don't know. I would say fitting, but like they kind of do fit the Mario and Yoshi universe, so I just don't know what they are. No way they're actually pulling that on. Okay, fine, we're backing all the way up. That's great. You kidding? That thing is so impossible to hit. Yeet. Alright. And that's the fruit cup. That's all it has. It's kind of a simple and more laid back cup, but that makes sense because it's the first in its row. And so normally those cups are a little more chill, a little more relaxed, you know? And I think it does a good job of showing that they're meant to be relaxed like that. Yeah, overall it's not bad. The only thing is its tour track kind of starting to feel repetitive, but they all are starting to feel repetitive. It's not Amsterdam Drift itself. I'd say it's more, it's definitely more of the, you know what, let's play as a different color Birdo. Let's play as Black Birdo, which I did not know actually existed. Alright, sick. Let's cruise. Yeah, it's not Amsterdam Drift itself. I'm sure if I went back and played like Tokyo Blur is also kind of, and Paris Promenade, and New York Minute's not bad because it's at night. Sydney Sprint is still a goat. Yeah, London Loop now, and even Berlin Byways, they all kind of feel like a little mushed together now. However, the two in here, Bangkok Rush and Singapore Speedway, do feel different. They feel different and unique, and that's what I kind of like about this cup. It kind of gives us the tour tracks. They give us tour tracks, and we're like, not another tour track. But then these tour tracks, they feel different. They feel good and a little unique here. And you'll see once we go through it. They're still as twisty and turny and all different directions as the other tour tracks, but there's just kind of a feel to them that's different. They all have different sections which bring out different atmospheres and stuff like this, but right here, this boat part, honestly, is probably, I think, one of the best parts of the course. It's just so cool and unique, and we haven't really seen anything like that yet. And then I'm pretty sure, I've only gone through this once, so I'm not 100% sure where we are. But if you go through here, yeah, the street market, it feels pretty cool. And it's just something we haven't really seen before in any tour track, It kind of feels like a more, I wouldn't say realistic, because I'm sure all of them are realistic, but it kind of feels more alive than the others, if that's the right term. They have the statues up there. Who knows? Maybe it's just Berlin's more alive than all the other places. Or not Berlin. Bangkok. My bad. Is a much more out there place. But who knows? There are parts like this though that do feel like a little dry. But all the tours have the dry sections, which is I think the biggest problem with them. That they can't truly show off the city if, it's not the little bit of dry city portions. However, Berlin has a nice like sunset theme, and there are crabs on the road that I completely forgot existed. And you go back, and you go, which way do we go again? I gotta remember how this race ends. Okay, we're back here. We're going around. We're going this way this time. Okay. Oh yeah, this is a really cool section. Sure, it's just a parking building, but like you generally do like pretty much a full circle, and then you bounce on top of the tents, which is a pretty cool way to like, I don't know how they reorganized this course or any of the tour tracks, but really they were hard working in all the tour tracks to reorganize them into all the 3 different races just put into one. They really went all the way for it, so I think we gotta give them credit where it's due. It feels a little more alive, but it's still a little bit on the not as great side, but it's more of a simpler one. It's a starter tour track, which kind of makes sense. It's the one that starts off the race. The one that ends the race, Singapore Speedway, I don't know if it overly deserves to end the race, but it's pretty good. Mario Circuit, the best, I say this sarcastically, the best cup we could have, or the best race we could have gotten. I'm kind of angry at this track. Not at the track itself, just that this took up a spot of what could have possibly been any other track that would have been better. Because I just think any track that is a little more unique than a circuit track would have been better. And especially since it's the last DS track and it's freaking Mario Circuit. This Mario Circuit actually isn't bad. It's pretty good, but I kind of just want to ask, like, why? Why have you added a circuit when, like, you could have added, like, a fan favorite? No one was asking for this course. Like, it's definitely a good racing course, don't get me wrong. For like just generally like racing, it's pretty good. But like I don't think we need this course. Like, you could have picked something a little better, like Airship Fortress or Wario Coliseum. But no. Mario Circuit. Why? I'm pretty sure we already have a Mario Circuit in the game, because it's the first track of the game. Actually, I don't think it's a circuit. Technically, it's stadium. I think it is an 8. It's called Stadium instead because it likes to feel unique. Let's go. Although, on the third lap, though, it's kind of disappointing that it only happens on the third lap. These guys are still being menaces, spitting fire. That hasn't changed, no. But once we go up here, the one and only Wiggles himself decides to come after us. Hello, Wiggles. Wonder how far back Wiggles actually walks. Should probably experiment with that one day. Alright, come on. Let's get the sick dub and then move on to the better courses. Yeah. And that's how it's done. Honestly, Black Birdo destroying it on the field. I didn't know Birdos had more than one color until they announced it in the direct, and I was like, huh. Odd. Waluigi Stadium. Personally, I would have enjoyed Wario's Coliseum a little more, just because Wario Coliseum seemed like a really cool concept, and I've actually never played Wario's Coliseum, and I have played this because I was a Wii kid, and I don't think this originates from the Wii, but it was on the Wii game, and this one is pretty solid. The graphics here are pretty well done, as you can see. The half pipes work as normal, and they have really cool things that they actually added to this course. They added little ramps so that you have to go off the half pipe at a certain angle, and then you'll go on to like this new ramp extension of the course. I've only been able to get onto one though. And you still have all these piranha plants and stuff here. They added tires in here too to make it a little more menacing. So you go up here. You do a jump. Okay, as you can see, I attempted to get on there. I didn't succeed. However, there's 2 of them. So, if you fail, you're not completely out of a chance there. Oh, that one you gotta get on at the end. You gotta try and... We're gonna go try and hit him on lap 2. That was just absolutely the worst time for us to be hit. We had a mushroom too, so we could have, like, technically avoided a blue shell, which is really sad because I wanted to do that. Alright, come on. Go up here. We're gonna get a box. Whee! Let's go. Hardcore. Yeah! Okay. Come on. Now. Ooh, I'll take those. I'm trying to think. Okay. Let's go up here. And we're on. It's kind of hard to stay on though because it does give you a speed boost. Okay, we're going to have to go and hit right here. This is the first time I've been on this one. Actually, I haven't been on this one at all. Okay. And it's a glider section too. Okay, so the last one's the one you want to hit. Alright. Noted. The last one is the better ramp. I like how they really decided to go all out on this course, even though it's like a fan favorite though. Which kind of gives hope, but I still think they're going to absolutely make the other Wii tracks kind of look like, you know, whatever they've been looking like, low effort ones, because that's just what they're doing with Wii tracks. As long as they keep Rainbow Road pretty though, I'm kind of fine with it, because the Wii tracks are fairly good and stand on their own. Besides that, I have no idea what they're gonna make pretty or not. Okay, we missed that one. Again, I'm trying to think like what's the most effective way you can get onto that, because you can go there, but I'm sure there's a way you can use the speed ramp to get onto it. Wow. Absolutely destroyed the competition there. Yeah, Birdo, you show him how it's done. You realistic creature. Birdo confuses me as a character. Not gonna lie. Alright, here we are. Singapore Speedway. And man, just the intro to this track just looks phenomenal. And it feels pretty cool too, so here we go. Hopefully this time I can start at the right time. And we're good. We're off. We're cruising. All of the above. Alright, we're gonna absolutely drift by this palm tree. Destroyed it. Alright, go. We have a nice little cannon here, which I think looks really cool. And now we go onto the rooftop right away, which is really cool, and there's Goombas in floaties, and I just think this part of the track's so cool, and they have rings all of a sudden with boost in them. Like, this track is just well done. It kind of just feels like you're in an epic party the whole time. I'm not sure if Singapore is actually that way, but, you know, it definitely gives Singapore a cool feel. I'll give you that. And there's just so many elements here. You go through this little glowy town, viewing some culture, and then we pop out of here. And then we're all of a sudden going to take a quick turn, join the pack once again, but go completely the opposite way. We take the glider here. You'd think we're going on top again, but no. We're going underneath the roof that we went on top of. And then we go to this sick highway section with these moving pads that make you feel like you're going so fast, even though we're only on 100cc. We are moving on that thing. And then you go through this really cool... I don't know what this is. Bridge thing? I don't know. Looks amazing. Not a whole lot needs to be said. Then you go flying through the air. And then you can hit some more rings. Oh. I forgot shocks got nerfed and now they don't take you out of gliders. There's a stack of Goombas right there. And then, yeah, it just feels like they put a whole lot of effort into this track. Or maybe this track just had the materials it needed from the get-go. I don't really know. But either way, it really makes probably the best tour track so far. I'm gonna say it. This is the best tour track so far. Okay, the race is finished. Yeah, my Switch kind of died at 2 seconds before we could end. And so I just quickly rebooted it so we could finish this video. And hopefully it won't cut off again, but that's fine. Yeah, so far my thoughts on the courses themselves. I think they're pretty cool, pretty... You know, some are a little mediocre, but then again, it's the first cup in a line. Or the first two, actually, but the first cup's kind of mediocre. The second one does a little bit better. And then Birdo is the character. Personally, I'm not a huge fan of Birdo, but she is a fan favorite and kind of deserved to be in the original game, so you gotta give it to her. Personally, I'm more excited for like just the announcement of Birdo because it means more characters are coming. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. If you did enjoy this video, make sure to like and subscribe. And yeah, I'm Cheesy Moose, and I will see you next time.